Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 50. We made it to the big 5-0.
Over the hill.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know. Crazy. Of Gilded City 2. We are very, very excited to be here, to be continuing the extremely hectic battle in the town square with a panicking crowd. Let us know if you're excited to see how this continues by leaving us a comment, liking the video, subscribing to the channel, following the podcast, following us on social media at RollersGuildDND on the social media platforms listed in the description below. And with that all being said, let's go ahead and dive on in to tonight's episode. Content warning. Ravenloft as a setting can feature disturbing themes and ideas, and while it is never going to be our intention to upset anyone, it is worth noting. Specific tags can be found in the description of this episode. Last time, Artemis had a psychic conversation with his now demigod ancestor, Apollo Brightshield III, now also known as the Golden Flame. Apollo asked Artemis to surrender himself so that he might consume the silver flame and take over its divine mantle in order to assume true godhood. Artemis rejected Apollo's proposal, so Apollo let him leave the conversation, though he did leave Artemis with the question of when did the silver flame appear before him exactly, and why? After the vision ended, Artemis and the party agreed to help Nemesis save the captives from their execution, preceding Dagran Brightshield's coronation. Launching with a large distraction, Nemesis's people were able to get the captives off the stage and start making their getaway through the panicked crowd. But there's still chaos in the square. Artemis, hit with an attack from a cleric serving the Golden Flame, dropped his invisibility and stepped forward to taunt Dagran. So, that is where we left off. Artemis, I believe you still have a bonus action that you may extend.
I do. I just looked so good walking out of those flames that hurt. Do a little hair flip. Who of my friends is A within 60 feet and hurt as hell? I know Jinarra is.
I'm hurt pretty bad.
Yes, Jinarra is both within range and hurt.
Great.
Nyx, I would say, is within range, but isn't particularly hurt.
Yeah, she's also still
I think it's just the two of them.
Is Nyx still invisible?
I think so, because Nyx has greater up.
Okay,
Well, you are concentrating on greater for her.
I am concentrating on greater. Thank you. That's a great reminder.
Yes.
I will inspire Jinarra by just how badass I look. Walking out of fire and smelling like singed. That is a D10.
Ooh,
so added to an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Great.
Okay.
And then I will look at diagram. What did I say? Hello, brother dear. And just taunt him a little bit. And then use the rest of my movement to gain as much cover from the people above me as possible.
Right. I will say if you try to like get close to the crowd, you can use the crowd to get like I'll say half cover. Or you can go the other way to try to get to the buildings. But you're not gonna have enough movement to get there on this turn, so you will be wide open on this turn.
That's so many people about to go after me. The goal of this, excuse me, is to draw attention away from everyone escaping in the crowd. So I am going to go the other direction.
Okay, that is gonna leave you wide open on this turn. So.
Yep. Yeah, it does.
All right. Great. Well, at the end of your turn, it is the turns of several of these assassins. Now, I will say not all of the 6 of them that are about to go are going to go after you, Artemis, because Bowmin, on his turn, did drop one of the guards.
And injured another one.
And injured another one. So I am going to... But Artemis, you've made a big show, so I'm going to split it 50-50 here.
Yes,
So,
and the cleric, the bard, and the fighter are affected by synaptic static.
That is correct. Thank you for reminding. And when it gets to their turns, you'll probably have to remind me again and tell me exactly what that means. So the first assassin is going to make his 2 attacks against you. That is a 9, so that doesn't hit. And then the other one is a 23.
I'll allow it. Actually, hold on. I have shield. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh. No, it still hits me. 23 still hits me.
Okay.
Great. So it happens.
So you're going to go ahead and take 8 piercing damage from that, and then I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Come on, buddy. That is 16 plus 9, 25.
25 is a success, so you take 13 poison damage.
13. And so I need a con check.
Yes.
For greater invisibility.
Con for greater invisibility, DC 10. No, with the combined damage, that does put it at DC 11.
Okay, well, I rolled an 8 and I have a plus 9. So.
Okay, great. Second and third assassins missed you because I rolled badly for both of them. Bowmin, the 3 that are going after you now. Okay, that one, that's an, 19 probably doesn't hit you anymore, does it?
Nope.
Okay. What about a 20?
Makes it, breaks it, yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and take 5 piercing damage, and then I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Con is a 27.
27 is a success, so you take 12 poison damage as well.
So 17 in total?
17 in total. And then the third assassin is going to hit once as well. That with a, well, I assume a 25 hits.
No, actually, no. It's a small threshold.
Oh, okay. It's a very narrow window of numbers. I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to take 9 piercing damage from that, and then I need another con save. Oh, wait, that's all.
Nat 20 plus 7, 27.
Okay, you definitely succeed on that. So that will be 16 poison damage on that one. Okay, that's the assassin's turns. It's now Deimos and Phobos's turns. Deimos is going to duck around underneath the stage again. You, Artemis, lose sight of him. You don't know where he is. And then...
is he the fighter?
He is the rogue.
He's the rogue, thank you.
He's the rogue.
Oh, this is the...
Does a 28 hit you, Artemis?
Today, it does.
Great. So you're going to go ahead and take A total of 36 piercing damage as the rogue ducks under the stage and then leaps out over the side. When you were like thinking he was going the other direction, he leaps out from under it, kind of like falling sideways, and as he does, he fires an arrow at you and it hits you right in like a gap underneath your like where the breastplate hits your shoulder.
Damn it. That looked cool.
These guys are, unfortunately, these guys are pretty fucking cool. Okay, that's gonna go ahead and bring us to, and Deimos is then gonna use the rest of his movement to like go into the crowd to try to chase after some of the people who are trying to get away. That's gonna bring us to Phobos's turn. Phobos has, you're about 60 feet away from them right now, Artemis. Phobos has 55 feet of movement, so is going to have to use Step of the Wind to get a little extra distance on that, but she's more than happy to do that. She closes with you. She's going to make her unarmed strikes against you. The first one's 23.
Yep.
Okay, you go ahead and take 14 damage, and then I would love a Constitution saving throw from you.
Um, 23.
23 is a success. Go ahead and make your concentration check as well. DC is 10.
15 on the die.
15 on the die. Great. Second unarmed strike to hit that's going to be a 32.
Yeah, do you need me to confirm?
Oh, sorry. No. I'm just waiting for the. There it is. 10 damage. And then go ahead and make another Constitution saving throw for me.
Dang monks.
More, 25.
25. You are not stunned. Make another concentration check for me. DC 10.
18 on the die.
18 on the die. You are good to go. Phobos is now up in melee with you. The general is going to jump down from the stage as she hits the pavement. Some of the flagstones like crack a little bit, and she is going to run up to you, Bowmin. And she's going to make attacks against you here. That first one is a 28 to hit.
Is she a fighter?
She is a fighter.
Minus a D6 to her attack.
D6.
Or is she not the fighter who got messed up in the synaptic static?
No, she is the fighter. So the minus D6. That
minus
still
D6, please.
Is going to be a 27 to hit. So
that hits.
Good thought though. Good thought.
It worked.
And you know what? She's gonna spend a superiority die.
Oh
as
god
well
damn
on
it.
this. To do her maneuver precision attack. Right? Is that what I want? No, what I want is actually trip attack is what I want, actually, from you. I'd love for you to make a strength saving throw for me, Bowmin.
28.
28's a success, so you are not tripped, but you are going to take a total of 16 slashing damage on the first attack.
Okay.
She's then going to make her second attack. Not very good. That's 14 to hit.
Miss.
She's going to make her third attack.
This bitch got 3 attacks?
Yes, she does, as a matter of fact. Unfortunately, that's a 15 to hit, so that doesn't do it either. Any bonus actions from her?
Bonus action, fuck off.
Then she's going to yell over her shoulder and say, she's going to spend a superiority die. She's going to yell over her shoulder and she's going to say, Calypso, Braveheart, and give Calypso an extra 11 hit points with Rally.
That seemed unnecessary.
That will be the end of her turn. It's now Calypso's turn. Calypso, her eyes shoot out over the crowd. She scans it for the source of the moonbeam and finds Elina way in the back of the space. And she got hit with the synaptic static as well.
Correct. Also,
What
at
is
the
that?
end of Electo's turn, they can make an intelligence saving throw.
Not going to be good enough. So she's
Great.
still under the effect of it. Okay, great. So Calypso is going to look out over this huge crowd. She spots Elina way in the back. She is, really far away. But that's okay because where is that spell? I'm so sorry. This is a lot of spells to keep track of. There it is. She's going to spot you at the back of the crowd, about 120 feet away from her, Elina. And she's going to somehow, you hear her voice as if she's right next to you. And she says, "Your friend had quite the little magic trick, but, I can do magic tricks as well." And you hear this, dissonant sound, and I need you to make an intelligence saving throw for me.
Ooh. Oh no. 13.
13. 13 is a failure. You're gonna take 28 psychic damage.
Ooh.
As she casts synaptic static on you. And that of course means that you have muddled thoughts for 1 minute.
And my concentration's probably broke, right?
You're gonna roll for that. So it's gonna be, the DC is half of the 28. So that's gonna be what?
14.
14. Yes.
14, and you subtract a d6.
14 minus a d6 because of the synaptic static.
Okay. And then is it just a flat roll?
It's Constitution saving throw modifier.
Constitution.
So add your Constitution saving throw, but subtract your d6.
It's a 14.
It's a 14. That's just gonna do it. You maintain concentration. Okay, that's Calypso's turn. Bowmin, that does bring us to you.
I was just getting my dice out. I was like, oh, I should probably get prepared.
Yeah. Calypso does get an intelligence saving throw.
Yes, that's right. Thank you.
I mean, if she
Natural
can be
1, so she is still under the effect.
Okay, so I have 2 people in front of me, right?
Yes.
1 guard
Yes.
and one, and this general.
Yes.
I've already hit the guard.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to try to finish off the guard before I attack the general.
Right. For it.
Does a dirty 20 hit?
Yes.
Okay. And
Excuse me.
okay, from my greater axe, the guard takes 19 from the axe, an additional 7 from improved divine smite, and we're just gonna throw a level 1 divine smite on top of that. Ooh, nice. Another 16.
Nice. Okay, he's still standing, but that's a big hit.
Okay. Next, I am I'm going to bonus action in between my 2 attacks. Blinding smite.
Okay.
If I have that one equipped, I just see one button that says smite. All my smites. All right.
Bring up my smite list.
We're gonna make it Thunderous Smite at first level instead. Oh wait, no, I can cast that at second level. All right. And then we're gonna swing to hit. So this is for the general.
Okay, this is for the general. Great.
For the general.
All right, then you're gonna have to go to somebody else's turn. I got that 20.
Oh man! All right. Well, while you're totaling all that up,
Just go to the general's turn.
it is going to bring us to Dagrin's turn. So, unfortunately, Artemis, who's the person who really wants to go after, is 60 feet away. Does he have anything
He knows
that can close the distance here?
He can close the distance.
Unfortunately not, but that's okay. Jinarra, you had started moving back into the crowd, right? Okay. Yep. First thing he's gonna do, he's gonna bonus action spiritual weapon next to Artemis. So that's the first thing he's gonna do. You see this golden this golden sword appear beside you, Artemis. He's gonna make a swing at you. And that is going to be a 20 to hit.
I will allow it.
Okay, you're gonna go ahead and take 6 force damage from that. And then he's going to use his movement to close with Jinarra, and he calls towards you, Artemis, and says, "You brought your friends into this. Let's see if you can get them out of it." He's gonna make 2 attacks against Jinarra. First attack, he is using a long sword. The first attack is a 14 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, second attack is a 31 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, great. You're gonna go ahead and take 12 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then you'll take an additional 8 radiant damage from improved divine smite.
I think I have resistance against radiant damage.
Okay, so half that to 4 from improved divine smite. And you know what? While we're here, let's go ahead and pump on some more divine smite.
Why?
You know, while we're here, right?
Why not? Why not? I'm at 69 hit points.
Nice. I'm so right there with you. I'm at 74.
So you're gonna take an additional but I didn't roll very good. So 11 halved to 5 additional radiant damage. With the one attack that hits. And he's got sword, he's a sword and board paladin, and he comes at you and just from around his shield slashes at you. You dodge the first one, but you don't catch the backswing. And as it hits you, there's this blast of golden radiant light that goes off, harming you. this point, while the battle is officially entering into the crowd space, I would like somebody here to roll a luck check. Now, before you decide who's going to roll it, I'm going to tell you this. It is up to you to decide whether you want the crowd to lose control and completely panic and stampede. The bad part about that is a danger to you and the people trying to get away. Good news about that is it's a danger to the guards and provides cover. So before you roll, you decide whether you want them to stampede or not. Once you have decided what you want the crowd to do, that becomes an 11 or higher, and what you don't want the crowd to do is 10 or lower.
I think Sam should roll.
Absolutely.
Okay,
He's
one
still
second.
But do
rolling
we
damage.
Yeah, Sam never
Come
gets to
on,
roll dice.
Stampede?
Okay.
I never get to roll dice. That's right.
And the damage on the general was 125. Jesus Christ.
Good.
Oh wait,
Oh,
it's
gosh.
the general's not a fiend or undead.
No, she is not.
God damn it. Okay, could have been more.
Not to be dead.
Good
Wow.
gosh.
She looking rough?
She's looking pretty rough. That was a big hit. that was a really big hit.
We can't kill her the week before Pride Month.
Whoa.
This is ridiculous.
Zuzu, I think you're assuming a lot.
I am.
Just because Ben made a female character does not mean that she's gay.
Well, unfortunately,
No.
it does.
Do we want
I think
her
we
to
want a
stampede?
stampede. Do we want a stampede?
Do we want to vote for it? Okay,
Sure.
I-
We like democracy here.
I love
sure.
it.
This channel is
Anyone has strong
pro-democracy.
feelings?
This channel is pro-democracy.
I do
Alright.
feel like that would get the people out of the way.
Yeah, I think they could better lose themselves. Like the people with the hostages.
Right.
Cause a commotion.
Yeah,
Right, but then you
Yeah.
risk injury
right.
of the
Right.
people they're trying to save.
True.
Yeah, they're
And that
already
we
being
risk
hunted.
that
though.
injury anyway.
That's true.
Yeah.
I vote
I mean, what's the
stampede.
alternative? They orderly.
They stay there. They watch.
Yeah,
They just
they
stand
cheer.
there in shock.
They're
They go,
frozen.
oh my, this is not at all
They
what I
link- they
signed
link
up
Gotta
for.
watch
arms and-
this.
All right, everyone, single file. We're gonna single file. Let's
We've
go.
rehearsed this. We've done
They have
drills.
appropriate crowd managers.
So are we hoping that the crowd stampedes then?
I
Think
vote
so.
stampede.
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 Okay. So
Stampede,
Sam,
Mufasa.
all right. Sam, I am gonna have you roll the luck check then. You want an 11 or higher. And they will stampede.
No modifier.
No modifiers, just a straight luck check.
This is democracy, everyone.
This is democracy at work.
14.
14. The
Democracy!
crowd stampedes. The crowd
Stampede.
fully panics at this point, right? I mean, imagine things from the crowd's point of view. A giant bird dropped out of the sky. The golden fire that's been burning in this brazier for as long as any of them can remember suddenly turned silver. The bird got shot out of the air by archers most of the people in the crowd didn't know were there. Then a huge fight broke out. The prisoners on the stage are now in the crowd amongst them. There's sword fighting going on. And now their crown prince just entered the crowd and hit a woman with a sword with a flash of golden light. If this doesn't cause you to panic, I don't know what the fuck will. The crowd absolutely loses control. Now, at this point, I am going to give you all another option, and you may each choose separately how you're going to respond to this. You can either get sucked along with the crowd. You will take damage. You are going to take bludgeoning damage from the crowd. Just so you know. However, if you get sucked along with the crowd, number one, you're going to get deposited somewhere far away from this battle by the time it's over. Number two, if you allow yourself to get dragged along with the crowd, you're gonna automatically take half damage, no save necessary. And if you do make a save, if you do save, you'll take half further. So basically, even on a failed save, you're only taking half damage. On a successful save, you're taking a quarter damage. And this is a dexterity saving throw. Or you can choose to try to resist the crowd, which you'll need to make a dexterity saving throw for. You'll stay where you are, or you'll have full control of where you end up. But you will take full damage if you fail to save. So, and the damage is gonna be a pretty big number. I'm just gonna tell you that now. This is a very large crowd.
Do we make that decision on our turn or right now?
You're making that right now. This is forced movement.
How far is it until my turn? Just like how many people?
Quite a few people.
God damn it.
Quite a few people.
Am I in the crowd?
You will be very shortly.
Oh, they're coming.
Am I
Yes,
in the crowd? Because I was up on the stairs.
You will be very shortly. They have no control. Well, they do it. They are full on panicking, full on fight or flight, and they are just running in whatever direction they can, and they are gonna end up wherever they end up.
Okay, do they like knock down the barriers that were making?
Yes,
the
they
link?
absolutely knock down the barriers.
I think
Nyx is gonna
Nyx was trying very hard not to get trampled by this crowd of people.
I will remind you, since this is a dexterity saving throw,
no.
if you succeed, you don't take any damage.
Yeah. But I think like she was up against this barrier. Like she was on the edge of the lane.
I will
Not
still
in the
allow you
crowd.
to decide whether you're going to allow yourself to get dragged along with the crowd or try to resist it. I'm not going to be that mean about it.
Okay.
They've also never seen you, so if you're just
This
a
is
person
true.
that appears in the crowd,
This is true.
you're just a person.
Right.
I feel like Nyx would try not to get swept along with the crowd, but would get swept along with the crowd. Like it would be very difficult for her to stay in one place.
All right. Well, make a decision about what you're going to do. Let's just go through you in initiative order here. Penny, what are you doing?
Okay, if I let myself get swept, is that an ability? That's not an ability to save, but I do take damage.
You'll make a dexterity saving throw either way.
Okay.
A success means a quarter damage, but even a failure only means half damage. The max damage is big.
Right.
I've already rolled it. It's a big number.
We have the hostages.
Okay, I feel like because I'm watching this pair that I'm like nearby and kind of trying to make sure that they get out, I feel like they're gonna get swept away. So I feel like I should also get swept away so I can stay near them.
All right, you're gonna get swept away. Make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Now here's the thing.
Indomitable.
Don't I have a feat where I can reroll saves?
Yes, you do.
I can do that one.
Indomitable.
Okay. All right, we're gonna reroll that. That was a 4. That was a nat 20.
That's a nat 20. So you're going to take a quarter of the max damage on this.
Okay.
Quarter of the max damage on this is 22 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
As you get swept away by the crowd. And you have no control where you're going to end up, but you're going to end up somewhere away from here. Artemis, what are we doing?
This is still not within turn, so I can't use any abilities, right? This is just.
I mean, unless you have a reaction or something.
I mean, I could Misty Step away, but it's a bonus action.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, this is
sweep me.
technically on Dagran's turn.
Yeah, sweep me away.
Sweep you away. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Then 21.
21 is a success, so you're going to take 22 bludgeoning damage. as you get swept away by the crowd. You are pushed, by the way, completely opposite direction from Zuzu. As you get swept away, and you see Dagrin is also getting like battered by the crowd and swept away, and he makes eye contact with you, Artemis, and he just sneers. Okay, next up, Bowmin. Are you getting swept away? Or are you trying to stay?
Okay, Bowman's between a rock and a hard place because all the people that could get Bowman out of here, because Bowman's not a fast person, are getting swept away. Bowman's also very proud and doesn't like to run away, but he's logical. Okay, but so I'm going to get swept away. Before I do have a question for you. Is there any way that I could get swept away and grab that one prisoner that had fallen previously?
Portable hole.
Portable, they're dead already.
They're dead already. That's a really good question. We're gonna
considered
call
an
this.
object
We're gonna
at this
call this another luck check.
Okay.
If again 11 or higher, the crowd sweeps you right next to this body, and you can grab it as you go by.
All right. What do you want me to roll first?
Let's do the luck check first. Let's determine what direction you're getting swept away in.
Okay, that. Well, oh yeah, the luck check. The no modifiers. The 16 is
16. So you will get swept by this body. Dexterity saving throw for me.
32.
32 is a success. You take 22 points of bludgeoning damage.
As I get swept away, as the general is looking at me get pulled away with this crowd, I'm just going to use.
You see the underneath her, something underneath her, like very pale ASMR skin, like starts to glow, and her face twists in anger as you get swept away from her, and she's getting battered and swept back in the other direction. She gets slammed back against the stage by the crowd.
All right, so I have this person's body in my portable.
You have this person's body in your portable hole. Elina.
I will get swept away.
Okay, make a dexterity saving throw for me.
It's a really great Abbott Brothers song called Swept Away.
Oh, God. Oh, no. 12.
12 is going to be a failure. You're going to go ahead and take 45 bludgeoning damage.
Someone get to the cleric.
As you get swept away by this crowd. Nyx, what are we doing?
I'm getting swept away.
Make a dexterity saving throw for me.
25.
Okay, because you're a rogue, you take no damage.
Yeah. I don't know why you made me roll.
Well, because if you had failed, you would have taken 22 damage.
Yeah, but I would have had to roll a natural one.
Well, Jinarra.
I'm getting swept away. I have evasion, so I think if I succeed, I take no damage too.
I also have roguish evasion.
That's what I have.
Okay, but your thing is different. So read the text of yours specifically, Bowmin.
The little blurb after returning from Nyx's body, blah blah blah. Your dexterity increases by 1, max of 20. You gain proficiency in dexterity saving throws. I could have rolled proficiency, whatever, still made it. And I have the uncanny dodge reaction. Okay.
The uncanny dodge reaction, which is if you get hit by an attack, you can half the damage. Yep. So, but Jinarra, you do have normal evasion, so if you succeed, you'll take no damage.
18.
18 is a success, so you take no damage. You all get swept away in various different directions. Combat is over. Everything has gone to hell. As this crowd disperses, you all get almost deposited in various streets and alleys and by trash heaps or whatever as the crowd just sort of scatters. You all see a mass of storm clouds form over the city, and bolts of lightning randomly start striking down in the street, and it starts pouring rain. And as it does, the populace quickly hurries inside, leaving you all out in the street. Penny, you have ended up next to a couple of Nemesis's people. In fact, one of them is Nemesis, and she looks at you and says, "Well, that was terrifying. We need to get in the sewers right now. The rain is meant to get people inside, and if we're still out on the street, they'll find us."
Okay.
Where do you know where everybody went? Where'd the Scion go?
Oh my God, don't worry about him. He's gonna be fine. Trust me. He's gonna be fine. What you need to worry about is let's get the hostages out. Artie.
Right. Yes. One of her lieutenants like opens up the sewer grate, and you guys clamber down into it. You have all been deposited in vastly different areas of Oikos. Zuzu is officially down in the sewers, and as you get to the bottom of the ladder, you can see that the rain is already starting to make the water in the central channel get higher and run much faster. Nemesis turns to you and says, "Do you have any way of locating your friends?"
Yes, I do. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think. Because I can use sending if it's in this plane, right? And it'll go.
Yeah.
I'm not asking Nemesis this. This is
yes, yes. And this is
okay.
This is the DM confirming that.
Okay, great. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Is there someone that you would like me to message, or can I just pick about random?
Well, I mean,
let me guess who you're gonna want me to message. I'll go ahead and message Artie for you.
Thank you. I would appreciate making sure that Lord Brightshield is safe.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's not get too carried away. I will cast sending to message Artie and be like, with Nemesis and hostages back in the sewer, everyone seems to be okay. Should we rendezvous in sewers? Where are you at? Hope you're alive, Penny.
Cutting across the city, Artemis, you cough a little bit as you stagger out of the pile of refuse that the stampeding crowd accidentally deposited you in. You are behind a block of apartment buildings as you get this message in.
Is there anyone else with me? I'm alone of the team, right?
Of the team, yeah.
All right, I'll head that way. No one else is with me. I hope to see you there, I guess. I'll head there. I don't really know where I am, but I can figure this out. I should probably check in on everyone else for at some point. We hit the limit.
Yeah.
I'll let Nemesis know that Lord Brightshield is doing just fine because he's wasted my time by just sending me a long rambling message. I think he's gonna meet us here.
Okay. Your other compatriots, do you have the arcane reserves to message them as well?
I can message 2 other people and that's it.
I leave it up to your judgment.
Penny picks her favorites.
I will. How are the hostages doing? Are they conscious?
Well, we're not. You can see Nemesis and 2 of the others are here. So 2 of her people aren't accounted for, and each of the 3 of them has 1 hostage with them. So, but she says, my people know to head back to base. So, one of my people I saw dropped, but losing 1 is better than losing 5. So,
yeah. So no one needs healing here.
One of Nemesis's agents is really badly bruised and is bleeding, but he's not gonna keel over dead.
Okay.
Nemesis says, I mean, if there's healing available, we'll take it, but otherwise we can manage when we get back to headquarters.
Okay. I will do another sending, and I will message Elina and say, Elina, me and Nemesis and some, hold on, Elina, me, Penny, and some hostages and Nemesis's crew are in sewer. Please come and provide healing. Thanks.
Elina, as you get this message, you don't even know how you ended up here, but you have ended up in a tavern. Some people are like quickly trying to get a fire started to warm everybody up. You see a performer dressed in the regalia of the Golden Flame stand up on the bar and just say, "My good people, if I could have your calm for a moment. I know terrorists interrupted our wonderful celebration today, but do not let your worries stay long, for the Golden Flame provides. You will be, of course, all given free food and drinks and blankets to warm from the cold and tragedy, and I will, of course, provide you entertainment to lift your spirits and take you far away from the woes that today's tragic terrorist attack brought you all." That's what's happening as you get the message, Elina.
Okay. Do I think I can leave without being noticed?
You are not too far away from a back door, but go ahead and make me just an insight check to see if anybody in the crowd would notice you slipping out the back door.
27.
No, you're pretty confident that if you slipped out the back door now, before they started handing out blankets and food and drinks, you could slip out without anybody noticing.
Okay, I will slip out the back, message back to Penny. Okay, I'm on my way.
Great. Artemis and Elina are on their way, making their way carefully across the city. Penny, with your last sending, who are you going to bring?
Who does Penny like more?
I mean, I'm counting on Artie to find someone.
It is Artie's plan. So good instinct.
I'm gonna wait until at least one person gets here. And
okay, I think
so
based
smart.
on where everybody got deposited, Elina will be there first.
Okay.
And where everybody was in the crowd.
Elina, do you have any way of messaging anyone else in the group? Do you have sending?
No.
Okay. I knew someone that knew sending once. Anyway, some of the hostages might need help if you can help.
She's cast as the message.
I used my last sending to try to message Octavia in Waterdeep.
Okay, there's a 95% chance that it succeeds. So
Alina
Wait,
takes like psychic damage just from that burn.
While that's happening, Nyx, I don't know where Nyx ended up, but Nyx is just like walking in one direction, sending a message to one of her party, walking in another direction, sending it like she's trying to find people.
Roll a D100 for me.
Cool.
My knowledge says that Artie will make sure he has. I think he would go for Nyx or Jinarra.
Based on where they were in the crowd, they're the most likely to be deposited near Artemis.
So I'm gonna message Bowmin.
Okay.
With my last sending.
I got a 60.
60, and you don't get anything yet.
And say, Bowmin, this is Penny. We are in sewers with some hostages. Please find Nyx and Jinarra and come to sewers. Stat. I have Elina. Artie. I didn't have enough for Anne.
we cut across the city to Bowmin. Bowmin, where you stagger out of an alley as you get this message, and you look around and you see there's like a cart that got like weirdly went run away and like hit someone, and they're trapped under it, and they're like, sir, can you please help me?
Bowmin gets that message and just goes, okay, be there in a moment. Bowmin goes up to this person, and I don't trust you, Ben. I'm gonna roll a perception check just to make sure.
Well, we're gonna call it an insight check.
Or an insight check.
They're dying.
7. How does a 7 sound?
Okay. They look injured. They are caught under this cart.
Bowman's just gonna go and lift up the cart.
Great. They crawl out from underneath as you drop the cart. I mean, it's quite heavy. And they say, thank you so much, sir. What happened?
Well, it seems like there was an attack at the coronation and then a stampede. That's all I really got from that. So,
Okay.
are you going to be okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine. And he tries to move his leg, but he can't.
No.
I don't know why you don't trust me.
This is Bowmin putting all the pieces together, just going,
We're behind enemy lines. I don't know who this person is.
Isn't that what Ted Bundy did to people?
I
He
am.
pretended to be hurt.
Do you think this guy's name is Ted?
Could be Ted Bundy.
Theodore Bidet.
Do you know where a hospital could be that I could help you get to?
I'm gonna reach for him and try to pull him up, and I'm gonna sleight of hand check this and do. I've done it before. I'll do a sleight of hand check for lay on hands and see if I can do it subtly.
Great. Yes, go for it. Make your sleight of hand check. Yes.
18.
18. Great. He, as you pull him up and you sleight of hand lay on hands, however much you want to do, he
Give him 10.
Okay. He, as you pull him up, he's like, I think I just needed the help up. Thank you. I think I can make it to the temple from here. There should be somebody who can heal me.
All right. Well, good luck.
Thank you. And may the golden flame keep you.
Back at you, buddy.
Bowmin, you are able to start making your way back.
Okay. I'm gonna do something because I just read the spell for once, and I have my I have my receipts. I have the dead body in the portable hole.
Yes.
It has been roughly 10 minutes, or it's been just 10 minutes, or under 10 minutes since that body went down.
Yeah, that's a really good question. I would say it's been just a little over 10 minutes at this point. So that is good. It's gonna take a spell that you have like an hour window for at this point, which there are resurrection spells,
which I don't have.
You could also, however, hope that somebody else in the order has a spell that could do it.
Okay, well, Bowman's just gonna find the first sewer grate he finds, which I assume because he's just getting out of an alleyway, he'll probably find it pretty quickly.
Yes, you managed to find a sewer grate and pop down and try to make your way back towards the sewer area where you met everybody before. That leaves us with Nyx and Jinarra out in the cold and the rain. Artemis, I know you're looking for one of them, and Nyx, I know you're shooting out your little messages. Artemis, just roll a d20 for me, and let's see what you get.
Cocked. 2.
2. You unfortunately do not run into anyone on your way back to the sewer.
I'm gonna continue looking because I'm worried about Jinarra.
Okay, make a perception check as you continue looking. In the meantime, Nyx, as you sort of regain your bearings at this point, it's been a few minutes. You got dragged along with this crowd and deposited in a random corner of the city. You feel like you may have lost consciousness at some point in this whole thing. You're not entirely sure. Just when you're finally able to get your bearings, you realize that you are underneath a gutter and water is just splashing down on your forehead. But you are able to stagger up. And you start shooting out those messages, but where are you going? What's your plan?
Have I seen this part of the city before?
Make a perception check.
16.
You look around. Nothing around here looks super familiar. You didn't spend a whole lot of time exploring the city.
Right.
But go ahead, make me we'll call it an intelligence check.
7.
Okay. You are totally turned around.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure where you are.
Are there any signs or anything like that?
You start making your way towards a main street to see if you can find a sign. We're gonna cut over to first, Artemis, what'd you get on your perception check?
That is a 26.
26. You are looking around, you're trying to find Jinarra or Nyx. Roll another d20 for me. And even
3
odds.
Oh.
Well, you got a nod. So you sort of make your way down. You found the sewer grate. You're looking for either Nyx or Jinarra, but preferably Jinarra because you're worried about how injured she is. And you manage to eventually find Jinarra. Jinarra, you stumble out of a shed. You got as this crowd was running through this street, you got buffeted out of the side of the crowd and tumbled through the doors of this shed. And you were standing up and dusting yourself off. And Artemis, you look in and you just see tools all in just a heap in the shed that Jinarra is stumbling out of.
Hey, you. You
Hi.
all right?
I'm okay. I'm a little bit more hurt than I've been in a bit, but I'm okay. How are you doing?
I mean, I feel awful, but I haven't seen anyone else. I think we're trying to rendezvous in the sewers. It's right over this way.
Okay. Do we know where? Okay, let's just go.
I think Penny has Elina. That's all I know. I presume everyone else is kind of stuck together, but if not, then maybe keep your eye out, and then we can see if we need to go back out.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go.
Do you have a way to be sneaky now that we're together?
Yes. I will do. Actually, can I do it? That's my spells. What am I at health-wise? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to try to hide this as much as possible from Artemis, but I'm going to take 20 points of damage to do curse casting. And I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace. And my friends don't know that I have curse casting yet, because I don't want them to be worried about it.
As you feel your own
And yes, they
bodily
will be
strength get drained to tap into more arcane powers. You feel Hope trying to channel some of her energy through you as well, but she only has a limited amount of energy she can give you at any given day. So you draw on some of your own life reserves, but you cast a spell, pass without a trace, and I will have the two of you make a stealth check for me.
So that's plus 10.
Jesus. Do I notice anything about that?
Make an insight check. As opposed to Jinarra's deception.
I only have
Insight.
+2 to deception. I got 7.
25. But I have a passive perception of 22.
So you do notice that as Jinarra casts this spell, you can see like her veins turn like really dark in contrast against her skin, where you can see it, and like you see just a little bit of like almost like necrosis at the tips of her fingers as she drains her own life force to cast this spell.
Yep, I will just help her as we're moving along.
Great.
Tuck that away.
Bowmin, as you're making your way back to the sewer, you suddenly get Nyx. What are you saying in your message?
Is anybody there? Where? I don't know where
Damn
I
it.
am. Hello, Bowmin. Bowmin,
It
are you
meant-
there?
Message can I send back, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Nyx, are you in the sky?
No, I am somewhere within like 100 feet of you.
That doesn't
You
help.
no, I'm aware. You stay there.
And after a couple minutes
But
hallucinating,
I'm gonna go up on the roof
sure.
of whatever building is near me so I can like see.
Nyx, last time you were on a roof, you got shot by an arrow.
Make an acrobatics check and a stealth check for me.
Woo! I ran away.
I said
Hey,
no.
you know what's funny? That
Was-
runaway die was an 18, which is better than you ever roll.
Whoa.
Brutal.
Whoa.
22 for acrobatics.
DM's
Okay,
got
you
it
managed
out
to
for
get on the
us.
roof, no problem.
And
I mean, what's the worst you
20
can possibly get?
Oh,
with
wait, no. and 25.
stealth? So
25 is the lowest because if I roll anything below a 10, it's a 10.
right.
So
You get up on the rooftops, you look around, you find Bowmin. You hop down into the alley. Behind like right behind him without him. He's like, oh, because you're
Hey.
so stealthy now, he totally misjudged your position.
Well, I also didn't tell him I was coming from above.
Right, right. But he did have his hands out.
Hey, Bowmin.
And then the two of you can make your way back to the sewer. I'd like stealth checks for both of you. I mean, next is the 25, so
27.
27.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Two of you are able to make it back to the sewer, and you are all reunited.
Yay!
Oof.
How's everyone doing?
I gotta do some healing and then also heal myself. So I'm going to cast with the staff of healing. Great.
Okay.
Wait, what is it? Mass cure wounds.
Okay.
So that would be 6 creatures in a 30-foot radius sphere centered on me, or a point that I choose. We're gonna call it me because I want healing too.
Yeah.
3d8 plus 5. So
Great.
let me.
I don't need any healing, so if there's anyone from the hostages we want to swap out with me, that's fine.
So like any. So it's gonna be me plus whoever else wants to be part of this.
Please.
Okay, so
I'm
Jinarra.
technically at half, but I could use them.
Great.
So the 4 of us and the one person that was down from.
Yeah, and another one of them will take some heals if there's extra heals to go. They're just not as badly hurt.
Okay, so first heal is going to be 22 hit points back.
Great.
And then I'm going to do it again because I have the thing has 10 charges and it takes 5 to do. So
Great.
we're gonna go again. That one's 14 additional, so not excellent, but it gets you something.
Yeah.
As soon as we get a little bit more HP, Bowmin is going to backhand Artemis behind the head, just going.
Oh!
Yes, no. Penny's gonna go right up to him and be like, "What the fuck did I tell you before we left? I said, don't be a hero. Don't go after your brother. What did you say to me? Oh, Miss Presswell, I promised that I won't go after my brother. You said that to me. You said that to me, and then you went straight for Daggerin. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I did not go straight for... Ow! This really hurts.
No, but at the same time, we were trying to hide you as long as we could. Because
that's why you were invisible.
As soon as he saw you, he started making it personal.
I thought he would go for me. I thought everyone would go for me instead of going for you guys.
Artemis, your brother is a sociopath. He will go for everyone you love and then you.
Also, what do you mean you thought he would go for you? I don't want that either, my friend.
Well, I don't... Thank you. I don't want that either, but I knew I would have some tricks up my sleeve. I would be able to get away.
We all have tricks up our sleeves. We've been doing this. This is like our full-time job. We all have ways of taking care of ourselves. Please don't be a hero. All 6 of us did not walk through fucking Ravenloft for 10 day after 10 day to get to here where you're just going to walk and kill yourself. Don't do that. I swear to God. I'm going to walk away.
If you are dead before we finish this mission, everything we've done is for naught.
All right.
Nemesis.
Think about them. Think about Nemesis. First thing Nemesis says to me when I'm under in the sewers, "Oh, where is Master Brightshield? Are you kidding me? I watched your ass into the sewers, and now she's asking about you? Oh my God."
I didn't mean to be ungrateful to your assistance.
Nemesis, you've done nothing wrong.
Presswell.
Don't even worry about it.
Okay. We should probably get moving. The sewer is starting to, and she gestures the channel, which is like very near the top, fill up from the rainstorm. So,
Bowmin,
Yes.
can I get on your back?
Sure.
Thank you.
Out of curiosity, do you think it's intentional that it's a rainstorm? Like, do you think they know that we might be in here?
as you start walking and you ask that question, Nemesis.
Would it be possible for me to check since I know that spell?
Yeah. I mean, you are pretty sure this is a control weather spell. Go ahead and make. Elina, I'll let you make an insight check with advantage. We'll see.
Insight with advantage 26.
26. I mean, if they did know that these people were moving through the sewer, this would be a pretty good way to flush them out. And with that, you hear Nemesis go, hey, I mean, it's possible. No one really comes down here from the Golden Flame. It's, well, as I said before, the deeper you go under the city, the more dangerous it gets. There are monsters down there. Up at this top level, we don't seem to be in any danger, but there have been occasions when members of the Golden Flames army have chased us down here, and they were swarmed by creatures, just rats and spiders and snakes and all manner of vermin. So,
sounds like Waterdeep.
Well, I don't know much about this Waterdeep place, but it seems that the deeper you go into the sewers, the more dangerous stuff you will find. And it seems that whatever is causing the dangers deeper in the sewers has a particular distaste for the Golden Order, but the Golden Flame. The Golden Order is an Elden Ring thing. Seems to have a particular distaste for the Golden Flame, but that's all conjecture. I mean, we've never been able to get a group very deep under the city.
Can speak
So-
with animals.
Where are we headed?
We are actually going to be leaving the city altogether. There's the sewer lets out into, I'm sure you noticed as you cross the bridge, giant quarry moat around the city. There is a very narrow path we have carved out over a very long time down the cliffside where the sewer lets out. And from there, we can get to the some long abandoned catacombs that are built into the side of the cliff face. Catacombs to inter the workers who dug out that quarry.
As we're walking, I'm just gonna cast See Invisibility.
Great.
That's where we're going.
As we're walking, Bowmin is going to reach his arm around Artemis and just pull him closer and just go,
Don't do that again.
Yeah, okay. Okay. I didn't know. Okay.
Artemis, you're not alone. You've never been alone. Don't fight this by yourself.
A nod.
All right, let's go.
smacks him in the butt.
I'm gonna insight check him. Does he understand?
Make an insight check. And Artemis, it's up to you. You can make a deception check if you want, but you don't
Let's
have to.
talk.
If you're
For once, I don't think I'm going to.
okay.
It's a dirty 20.
What does she see with a dirty 20?
Artemis is confused. He honestly thought his plan was in line with the plan.
Artemis, as you are making your way back through this, as you're making your way through this sewer, and the water level like steadily rising, I want you to make an insight check based on something Bowmin said earlier about Dagran being a sociopath.
It's a flashback to his childhood.
Uh-huh.
Does
Campaign.
Yeah, trying to see if it registers as true.
Yeah, 21.
21. I mean, he's always been cruel, right? He's never been like a nice older brother. But I mean, at least you thought he cared about somebody. Maybe not you. Maybe not your dad. You're pretty sure he killed your dad, but your mom? You don't know. It's hard to tell. I mean, and does that mean he's not a sociopath? You don't know. What you do know is you remember, as you swooped down, that read you got on Dagrin. How hollow his cheeks looked, and the bags concealed under his eyes, concealed beneath too much makeup. Regardless of if Bowmin is correct, Dagrin being a sociopath or not, whatever he's going through right now, he does not seem to be in the best of shape. After about an hour of making your way through the sewer, and by the time you get to the exit, the water has fully sloshed over the sides of the channel, and you're like slogging through, thigh deep sewer water.
Not again.
You eventually arrive at the exit pipe where water is like spilling out in something of a waterfall into this massive trench around the city. And you see this like very, very narrow rocky path that Nemesis's people start taking, and then Nemesis is gonna go right in front of you guys and say, just watch where you step and follow my lead. And you descend down this very, very narrow, rocky pathway until eventually you reach, sort of carved into the cliff face, this archway with these stone doors built into them. And they've already been opened as the first group of people sort of started entering. And you follow in behind, and you enter into these, dimly lit catacombs. You see sort of countless kind of candles and on any surface, and torches, and you see little niches in the walls with stone coffins placed within. And as you're led deeper in through sort of winding catacomb passageways, down a flight of stairs into some sort of large central chamber, which seems to be where this resistance movement has been doing most of their living. You see sort of mattresses shoved up against the walls. You see, exits from this room to go deeper into the catacombs. You see sort of candle chandeliers hanging from the ceiling, a couple of tables with like various tableware on them, and then a large central wooden table loaded with like papers. There's a couple bookshelves that have been shoved into the corner. Nemesis goes up sort of a flight of stairs and knocks on a door, and she goes in and just looks back and calls over her shoulder like, just wait there for 1 moment. I'll get Karen. Elina, make a perception check for me.
18.
As you're looking around this space, you notice, in the corner that there's a couple of bookshelves heavily laden with books. And as you glance over there, your eyes catch, and you have to blink a couple times because you cannot believe that it would be sitting on this bookshelf in catacombs in a cliff face.
What the fuck?
But you see golden binding that could only be the very book you've been looking for this long, long time. The doors, before you can do anything about that, you just notice that that's the Book of Exalted Deeds. And as you clock it, the doors open again, and Nemesis exits, followed by Terran. Terran, emerges from the chamber at the top of the steps. You notice he's in sort of these kind of gray, very, very simple gray robes. He's got sort of sandals on, and he's using a cane as he steps like really heavily on one of his legs. His hair is blonde, or maybe it was blonde. It's hard to tell. I mean, he doesn't look super old, but his hair could be blonde or it could be gray. You're not sure. But he looks like he'd be, in his 50s, so it very well could be gray. But with difficulty, he makes his way down the steps, leaning on his cane. And as he approaches you all, he looks at you, Artemis, and he just smiles wide and says, "The Silver Flame has blessed us indeed to bring you here. I am so pleased to make your acquaintance, Lord Brightshield. My name is Taryn Duran, and I am the leader of the Church of the Silver Flame, or," and he gestures around the room, "what's left of it anyway."
Well, thank you for housing us, and I'm happy to report that many of your people are back. Those that have been captured.
Yes, it's a true blessing. I thank you, and I thank the Silver Flame for choosing such a selfless scion.
Well,
Come, sit. Let's have some food and drink, and we can talk.
Before we do anything, Bowman's gonna pull the body out of his portable hole.
I don't know if anyone can fix this. It's been probably about
How
an
long
hour.
has he been dead?
Probably north of an hour.
Very well. I hate to ask this of you. I have the magical ability to restore him to life, but I don't have the
Yep, I got you. I literally prepared for this. Let me just
Reach into his pockets.
all right, not that one. Not that one.
Pulls out one of the diamonds. What was it? The 500 GP that was like within the day or something like that?
Ray's dead. You have within 10 days. So
Okay. What's the value of the diamond?
And that would be, I think that is the 500 GP.
Okay, I got one of those.
Thank you. This will take some time to cast. But we have time to cast it. Why don't we make sure that you're... You know what? I will work on casting this spell. You all enjoy some food and drink, and then we will discuss after I have raised our friend. Thank you for this. This is extremely generous of you. And he sort of goes over to the central table, and he has a couple of the other members of the Silver Flame Church like lay the body on the central table, and he starts performing the ritual to cast the spell Raise Dead. Meanwhile, Nemesis sort of brings you over to the table, quickly tries to like clear the dirty plates off it, and brings back over what some meager rations, which is made of like some bread, some cheese, and some salted meat, as well as some mugs of ale.
Oh, this is... How many people are down here with us?
Oh, 25 of us.
25.
Well, plus you all 31.
All right. I'm gonna create food and water.
Whoa. I mean, I might have to make some room, but I guess I could make some room in the cabaret room. As thanks for welcoming us, could I offer you some comfortable lodgings for the evening?
Lord Brightshield, you are too kind. You've already done so much. You don't need to. We're happy to provide our what we have.
It is appreciated and genuinely appreciated. Thank you.
He's not asking, he's telling you.
Just
Okay.
you're just gonna give me a minute. Is there like a bookcase, a wardrobe, something with a door that's big?
She points over to the bookcases that have like glass doors on them.
Yeah, that'll do. I'm gonna just go over to that. Just 1 minute. I'm gonna start touching it, casting Magnificent Mansion within against one of the walls of inside the bookcase.
Great.
Narnia.
We're going, folks.
As you're casting this spell, a couple as you're sort of like casting it on the bookcase or whatever, you have to move some of the books as you're doing this. And as you do, you're like setting them off to the side, and without even realizing how important this book is, you set it on the ground. And as you do, one of the Silver Flame aides comes over and says, "Oh, Master Brightshield, I'll take that book. Thank you."
Sorry. Sorry, is that like a journal?
Elina, yeah.
I'm just like sitting over in the corner, like.
They go and put that book and several of the other books on a table, and
Can I try to clock that? How Elina
make an insight check.
Okay, can I also? I have high insight.
Go for it. Versus
Elina.
How
perceptive do we have to be to notice?
Go ahead and make a deception check. If you'd like. If you'd like to try to conceal it.
Okay.
Bowmin got a dirty 20.
Yeah.
I can't use perception, can I?
Nope, it's insight.
Okay, it's still 24.
Yeah. I got an 8 for deception.
Great.
I'm really like twitching.
She is
at that book.
over this golden and silver book with like gems laid on it.
Oh, Bowman's gonna try to get whoever's holding the books, trying to put it back. Oh, that one with the gold encrusting. Can I see that for a second?
We would need to speak with Terran about that, and he's.
Oh, we're friends. Don't worry about it.
Well, I know, but we would want to discuss it with Terran first. But the book is it's a blessed tome. Many of our religious order have attempted to glean wisdom and insight from it for many generations,
isn't that
including
the book that Artie was talking about? Artie, isn't that the book you were telling me about?
The one that actually held the secrets to the victory of the Golden Flame. That's what you were saying.
Well,
there.
No, that's not. It's called the Book of Exalted Deeds. It's supposed to contain great wisdom within it. And
Yes,
many of our order have attempted to read it over the course of several generations, but none have been able to understand the text, and its magic has rejected us.
Artie, weren't you hoping to study that one day? perhaps maybe we can look over it tonight if you could get permission. Lord Scion of the Silver Flame.
I'm sure after Taryn would like to have a conversation with all of you, so I'm sure you could ask him. He would probably be amenable to it. He attempted to read the book several years ago and failed.
Jinarra's just out here throwing names around.
This fucking
Take up
intern.
what I'm putting down.
Oh, but that's. I honestly thought it was. Sorry, I thought it was 101 ways to season gruel. So. My mistake.
Golden crusted.
By the
Collector's
time this whole
edition.
conversation finishes, Artemis, you finish casting Artemis's Magnificent Mansion.
All right. Should be safe-ish in here. Elina, this should be a pretty good place for us to sleep tonight. Either you or I guess I can. Never mind, I can do it. I can put up the dome over the wardrobe.
Well,
we're gonna sleep in the wardrobe tonight.
How do I feel that's not the first time you've said that?
Okay.
You know me
I mean,
very well.
we could both put up a dome. There's a lot of us here.
That is true. We should be able to fit, though. Here, just come on in. And I will just walk into the wardrobe and then turn left and just disappear.
Yeah.
I'd follow him through the wardrobe door.
You enter, you can all enter and see, well, Artemis.
We all kind of walk through it. There's this like blue, shiny, like kind of portal shimmery door. It's opaque, and when you walk through it, you're in just like a bunch of fog, which is alarming, seeing how much fog we've been in. But we're all kind of close. You can kind of see each other pretty close to one another. And when you speak, even though you're very close, you sound very distant away from each other. So you hear Artemis say, "Sorry, this is a passing thing. There's a password. Hold on. This is embarrassing. I can't wait to sleep with Artemis." And then the fog begins to dissipate.
Did you decide on the password?
I have decided on everything here.
And when did you create this?
About a minute ago.
Okay,
So,
but you knew we were going to be the ones who would be in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just
just gonna say it's gonna be real awkward if your brother were to come here and figure it out.
well, that's the thing, right? It's a defensive mechanism. No one in their right mind really wants to say that. And so if you stay, the longer you stay in that fog, the more you get an oppressive pushing feeling that you want to leave and you're miserable and you want to turn around. But with the password, it goes away.
Do we
And how,
say
so
it?
now that you've set the password, how does it change?
So the fog rolls back and you see that like there's a long like gravel passageway and some bushes and such. And then there's this brownstone manor that just kind of appears from the fog as it's rolling away. 3 stories tall with all these like towers off on the sides. Ben, I will go out and say that I don't think it matters, but this is larger than the spell provides space for. I don't think it matters though.
I really don't care.
Great.
I really don't care if it's larger than the spell.
So you see, I have a floor plan.
If you want to share it, you're welcome to.
Yeah.
Do we all have rooms?
Yeah, did you make us all rooms?
Did I make you rooms? Okay. Now which screen am I going to show? Okay.
Oh.
So we have the grounds. This is where we are in our grounds here. I can't wait to sleep with Artemis as the password. There's a fountain pretty close. The shrubbery
A and B.
A-B pattern. As we walk up, oh, I don't have my notes on what's in every room. I'll just try and remember. As we walk up into the foyer, you see that off to the right, there's a library, a formal sitting room, a bathroom. I pointed out to Nyx. This entrance hallway is this grandiose, several stories with a big chandelier. As soon as we walk inside, there's a well-dressed gentleman who approaches and greets us all.
Do you live here?
Greetings, Master Brightshield and friends.
How the hell did you get in here?
Oh my god.
I am a magical construct to serve your needs while you are here.
Ooh, I have one of those.
Do you have a name?
Danny is his name.
Of course.
My name is
Okay.
Danny. I will
Right.
wear the name my master has bestowed upon me with pride.
And you do it so well.
This is
Could
the
you
world
tell-
we're living in?
Could you tell the other Dannies to prepare the rooms?
Danny's, prepare the rooms, and a bunch of Dannies appear
Oh.
and like make their way to go prepare all the chambers.
We'll get to that in a second. So,
Okay.
right through this way, Nyx, there's a bathroom right here, very important. Going on, we've got this nice kitchens. Anytime you need a snack, just come on in here, and Danny Chef, that I do not pay and is very happy about it, is happy to make you something.
Danny Chef looks exactly the same, except he has a chef's hat on
And a little curly mustache.
and a little curly mustache. Absolutely.
Perfect.
Off to the right here, we have the conservatory, and it's all just this lush, like, plants, and as you walk in here, there are like little hummingbirds that buzz around. It's very peaceful. There's a waterfall that comes from nothing and disappears into nothing. There's
no
some like nice rocking
taxidermy
chairs.
bugs, though, right?
No taxidermy. The formal dining room, of course. A very long table, long table. And then Nyx, right through here, there is another bathroom.
Why do you point out the bathrooms? When have I ever had an issue with bathrooms?
Just in case there's a dragonborn.
Yeah, remember the Fear Kindler incident?
Yeah, you
Oh.
always ask about bathrooms.
Oh.
Right, anyway, so, we'll go back.
Nyx, I've never had a problem with the bathroom Leffery.
Let's see, where is the
You
second
guys
floor?
can't find Nyx for a second.
Oh, there's more. Also, north of here, there's a training hall, which is just good for sparring. We can turn it into a pool if we want, a formal ballroom if we want. There's also a little gazebo out in the gardens, but we'll get to that in a second. Let's go up the stairs. Let's go up this stairway over here on the east
Can we
side.
go down the stairs labeled up?
Yeah. This is just up and down. This is just for Matt's memory to make sure that the things kind of work. So this staircase goes up, this staircase goes down. It's like a revolving staircase. It's like a spiral staircase that goes up and such. All right, so right over here, we have first a bathroom and spa. So Nyx, there's another bathroom right here. Across this hallway, actually down here, Penny, we have your room. Let's check out your room first.
Oh my god.
So when we go into Penny's room, first of all, immediately to the left, there is a Danny.
How may I serve you, Mistress Penny?
Yes, so this is
Mistress Penny.
This is your personal Danny. They are here to help you. Anything you need. And so the room itself looks as close to what Artemis can remember of Penny's room from her house in Waterdeep as possible.
So like a little taste of home, Penny.
Oh.
Yeah, as close as possible. There are pictures of all the family, framed copies of all of her like publications and things, just a bookshelf filled with basically all the different like in the year since like Penny's book was published, all the different editions are there, and like all these little notes from various authors being like, wow, what an inspiration to me, and you rock, and are you single, and just like things all over. And then, of course, there is a giant gilded frame of Octavia on the bedside table. And so
this is weirdly sweet.
Yeah, well, anything that you need, just tell Danny, and he can make it happen, right? They can redo. If you hate all this, then you can like redo all this.
And if you look up at the ceiling, there is a Sistine Chapel portrait, but all the babies are
That's
Artemis's face.
very funny. That's very funny that you mentioned that. On the ceiling above Penny's bed, it is a 4-poster bed. There is a giant mirror over the bed.
Why?
The more perceptive folks, as you're like turning to leave, those with, I don't know, perception of 15 or higher, I don't know, I'm picking a number, catch that something changes in that mirror. For a split second, there's a tasteful image of Artemis that flashes over, and then it's back to the mirror.
Everybody but Bowmin notices that.
Wow, this is actually a really nice dig so far.
I'll like tap Nyx and be like, "Did you see that?"
I don't know what I just saw.
So right around this balcony here, we'll walk around. The chandelier is down here. That's the entranceway. So this upper balcony, it kind of goes out overlooking this vast gardens, and there's this like beautiful lake off in the background, and well, pond, big body of water. But there's another place to like relax, and there's bar service and all kinds of just good vibes there. But then we go over to Jinarra's room over here. And so Jinarra's room, if I can remember, where did I put my notes? Jinarra's room, wait, are they here? They are! Haha! Jinarra's room. All right, Penny's room is closer to Waterdeep at home as possible, plus a wall of guns. I forgot the wall of guns. A framed copy of her books and pictures of her family, framed piece of mail, cancellation for the wedding of Artemis's Penny, citing heartbreak, infidelity, high treason, and poor weather. The bed has a mirror that changes into various images, but every 10 minutes it fleetingly shows Artemis in a bubble bath. That's what it is. Jinarra's room, there is a beer-stained bar in the corner. Behind is decorated pictures and press featuring the last adventurers, as well as the Waterdeep Times issue, picturing Jinarra among that group after saving Waterdeep. The furniture is lavish and comfortable. And so Jinarra, there's also, where are we? Jinarra, there's also, right down to the training room. I figured there's good opportunity for you, because you had that in your home, so good opportunity to use that again.
Thank you.
And also you're not too far off, but all of these windows, if you just push on them, they're very easy release. They only go out, so you can just scale the walls and do whatever monk things you need to do. Off this way, this is actually an empty room. It's Octavia's room. It's currently locked. Actually, this is where Danny, can we make a lot of like cots and things comfortable for a lot of guests? They'll stay in here tonight.
I will do that. Should I report to the guests instead of Miss Octavia?
That would be wonderful. Yes, there's a man named Taryn Duran who might need some extra comfort. He can be a good point person for you.
There we go.
Thank you so much, Danny. On to the 3rd floor. We're going to go back around and go up this stairwell over here, because that leads us to Nyx as a bathroom. And this is actually an ensuite to your room.
Amazing.
So Nyx's room, we have everything is gnome-sized except for a king-size bed, overflowing with pillows. Every 10 minutes, a coin is magically hidden somewhere in the room. Stairs lead to an upper workshop up above with plenty of ventilation and fire extinguishers, and it has an entrance to its own bathroom.
Amazing.
So if you ever get bored, there's a coin every now and then that you can hone your
scavenger hunt.
Yeah. All right, what else is over here? Oh, Elina's room. Back to Elina. So down here, Elina's room, there's a quiet corner really you enter this, and it's a very quiet room as for prayer. Vast stained glass wall of the Raven Queen as we saw her when she emerged. And the whole bunch of plush silk and black and purple poofs and cushions. It's as like reverent yet comfortable as it can be. But everything's much darker, much moodier. And the stained glass that you can't see from outside, but it's magically here now, is glowing constantly with this beautiful, ever-changing light behind it. And there is a bed, of course.
Not necessary.
So, yeah, add things if you want. Back to, and my quarters is on the other room. On the other side of this, I have a whole master suite and ensuite and all kinds of good stuff. And then I have a tower that leads up my tower. And then there's Nyx's workshop up her own private staircase. So that's up on the 4th floor. But
where's Bowmin?
Yeah. Actually, I have 2 questions. One, I would expect a lot more rooms dedicated to just soap. 2.
There was
did
like
you not
10
see the bathroom and
bathrooms.
spa?
Where am I to sleep? And I will not be sleeping in your room, correct?
That is an excellent point, and I very much agree. Let's go outside, shall we, to the back. We're gonna go all the way out back, along this little gravel pattern as we're walking through, and this little pattern of, what is this? Oh, it's the symbol of Oikos with this stretched bird and the flames. There's a little koi pond hidden in here somewhere, if you can find it. It's very peaceful. And as we keep going up, there is a little dinghy. There's a little, like, rowboat in the water, and I sit there and just kind of motion to it, and I say, all aboard.
Thank you.
Right. As you walk across the gangplank, you notice that you just keep walking and walking and walking. You look down, and the gangplank's changing a little bit. Turn around, and we are all very far away. And you turn around again and look and see that you are stepping onto a massive galley. And as you step on board, there is a somewhat piratey dressed version of Danny. Sits there and looks
Ahoy,
at you.
Master Bowmin!
Yeah.
Love the
It says, welcome aboard, Captain. And so the dinghy grows larger into a massive galley called the Forgiveness. And the pond expands into an enticing sea. So it doesn't actually, go anywhere, but it bobs. I think it bobs like an actual ship. And all of these Dannies, you can order them around and throw them overboard. Like, they're totally good with it. Watch. Pushes one side overboard.
No.
A new first mate appears. Welcome aboard, Captain.
Just spawns in from the sky.
Yes. He spawns in and he's T-posing, and then he fully spawns into the space.
Artemis freaking Brightshield. This was impressive.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Octavia's room, that's right. There's a vinyl copy. Oh, they'll enjoy that.
Number one hit song.
As you open the
number
door,
one hit, a vinyl copy of Octavia's Mom playing softly the entire time.
Amazing. As you all return from Bowman's boat, the first Danny you all met in the entrance hall says, Lord Brightshield, your other visitors have arrived. We showed them to their rooms. They all looked a bit peaky. So Chef Danny is making them a meal. Too many people to all sit at the one table in the dining room, so we brought out some extra tables and chairs.
That's good. We could go down into the basement to the cabaret hall.
What?
Sorry, yeah, the basement. Where is that? It's on this floor plan somewhere. There it is.
Yes.
So if we go down this stairwell over here, there's a wine cellar here, and then there's a large cabaret hall with second kitchens.
Yes, well, I figured they may enjoy the cabaret after dinner.
Excellent suggestion. That is why you are first, Danny.
Yes, thank you, Lord Brightshield. The gentleman with the cane, I believe, is their leader. He is seated at the table, and he assured me it is no rush, but when you all are ready and would like to have a meal with him, he would like to speak with you, Lord Brightshield, and your esteemed companions.
Sounds good. Thank you. Do we need to, chat about anything first?
Book?
Oh, yeah, that little fidgety thing you did. Elina, are you okay?
The scowl.
That I've been looking for that book for 300 years or so at this point.
You're 300 years old?
No, sweetheart, I am 500 years old.
You're 500 years old?
I think. Hold on, let me check that.
She didn't just
Well,
pop out and
it's
start
canon.
looking for the book.
That's what I said, so that's fine.
Lord Zion? Can you maybe help make something happen here?
What do you what do you need it for?
That seems personal.
She doesn't have to answer it.
I'm hoping it'll enlighten me, and perhaps I might be able to see my sister again.
Oh.
Did I know you had a sister?
Mr. Scion, dude.
Nah, probably not.
I don't think she shared that information. I mean, she had a vision of her sister when she went into the springs, but I don't think
someone
she shared the
clocked
specific
it.
details.
Someone clocked it when I had to give away part of her hair because it's braided into my hair.
I think Jinarra may have clocked it, and because Jinarra has also been sort of also paying attention with you specifically.
Bowmin also clocked when you got rid of your hair because Bowmin actually, I think, consoled.
Yes.
Yes.
I feel like we talked about it a little bit.
We did
afterwards.
talk about it.
I think, didn't Hope tell me that you were maybe looking for someone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something to that effect.
Elina, we don't even know where you were born.
Just somewhere in Ravenloft. Doesn't really matter now.
But is it like still there? Because I feel like
I have not been there in a long time, but perhaps.
Well, regardless, you've been traveling with us for a while, and adventuring parties are a family, at least to me. So if you need this book and you've been looking for it for a while, I feel like we should make sure you get it.
Yeah, you're gonna get the book. For sure.
We've got the fucking Scion with us, so.
I
Anything's
appreciate
possible.
that. This has been what I've been looking for my entire life, it feels like.
Oh, then yeah. I mean, book is, unless reading it will parting with it will kill someone. I mean, book is yours.
Yeah, but even with that, they've only got 25 people, and one of us is looking healthier than all 25 of that. I gifted Gab that.
Reading the book, though, should I be able to read it, it will no longer exist here. As soon as I am able to read it, it will disappear.
Oh, like the books we just read.
Yes.
Huh. So only one person can consume its knowledge.
No, but it does not
go
like
somewhere
to stay
else.
in one place at once.
I see. So the information is still disseminated. It's still shared for the people, just not in this realm.
Yes.
Wow.
At least that's what the legends say.
Eva, I didn't catch any of that.
I guess you have to be the one to read it then.
I just hope that I can.
Well, if you can't read it, it still stays in this realm, right? So you can just keep it and wait till you can read it.
Theoretically, I think.
I mean,
It's
based
hard
on
to
what
know.
they were saying before, these people have been trying to read this book
Right.
for a long time, so you think that's how that would work?
Okay. Well, then that's a priority then. Great. Okay. So let's go talk to the Artemis fan club.
To the cabaret and the wine.
You all
Bowmin, do you have drink to get us through this before he starts talking about himself?
Oh, do I have drinks?
Wait, we
Alright,
should
well,
play a drinking
we got
game.
some gin, we
Danny
got
one
some whiskey,
says,
rum, and vodka.
we do have a fully stocked bar, so
Okay. Who's doing shots with
Master
me?
Bowmin, you can hang on to your.
This is the good shit.
Personal
I don't know what type of prestidigitation.
Imaginary
Danny one looks down at an unmarked bottle of booze and looks back up at you and says, "If you say so, Master Bowmin."
That's not booze, that's tobacco. Okay.
You just have a spit bottle in your hole.
Ew.
You were just offering that to us.
I would have checked before
Danny,
poured
I
it.
will take that alcohol.
Yeah, First Danny, Mr. First Danny, I'd love a shot, thank you.
Mr. First Danny.
Senior
Make it
first
3.
Danny. I will.
Very well. I will serve shots with your dinner.
With
and-
Yes, dinner
Shots
shots.
with dinner.
And he leads you.
Only the classiest.
He,
For
Alright.
in tandem.
Who had the steak and who had the tequila back?
he leads you into the dining room where all the Silver Flame people have gathered, and as you enter, Terran gestures for everybody to stand up, and he pushes himself up to his feet and he says, "Lord Brightshield, you have graced us with the greatest gift we could ask for, aside from taking back our realm. And I know now that you're here, we can finally do that." And he raises his glass, and everybody else raises their glass, and he says, "A toast to you, Lord Brightshield, and a toast to the true god of Oikos, the Silver Flame, and a toast to finally killing the Golden Flame." And everybody says cheers and takes a sip of their drink and sits back down, and you're all brought to your seats at the table. And Perrin says, "And now we should probably talk. I want to hear about your journey, and we should discuss how to move forward." And with that, we'll end tonight's episode. Thank you all for playing. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time. Have a good night, everyone.